Do you think that if you go too deep into the mines, you can uncover stuff that we really shouldn't see or want to see? I ask this question because I think that this is kind of what happened with the case of the Van Meter visitor in Iowa. See, in 1903, this town, which was built around a mining system, had a strange creature that kept terrorizing the people there. Described to be a large black winged creature with a very long, very sharp beak and a horn that glowed incredibly brightly, brighter than the streetlights. This thing stayed around and was seen by at least 4 different people on 4 different nights in 1903. The first night, a local businessman said a strange bright light was following him. He turned around, challenged it, and it shot up into the air. His response? To try to shoot it. Now, either he missed or bullets just didn't affect it, because the next night, the town banker and doctor both saw it from their window. Again, that same bright light, and then as they looked closer, they could see the point of its beak and the wings. And again, they shot at it, and it didn't do anything. But it doesn't even stop there. See, after they saw it, the next day they found hoof prints, which were 3 just talons that they tried to get plasters of, but for whatever reason they couldn't. And then that following night, somebody else saw it. The hardware store owner in town said that he saw it perching on a telephone pole, and he again shot at it. This time he says that he thought that he hit it, but it just bounced off of this creature as if it was nothing. At this point, the town was in a panic. It had been a few days of seeing this strange creature that was apparently bulletproof, had a blinding light for a horn, and a beak that was razor sharp. It didn't hurt anybody, but it still made people feel uncomfortable, and newspapers were printing about this, whether it was a joker, a robber, somebody up to no good, or something else entirely. To make matters worse, people were starting to say that a specific mine shaft, one that had been abandoned for years, was having strange sounds coming from it. So eventually the town get together and they decide they're gonna go confront whatever sounds are coming from that mine. Except when they get there, it's worse than they thought, and they are now faced with 2 of these creatures. There's a huge fight, not clear where these things ran off to, but they do not see where these 2 things went. All they hear is horrible screaming, both from the townspeople and from whatever these visitors may be. Miraculously, no townsfolk were hurt, but weirdly enough, that solved the problem. They didn't have a body of whatever these things were. They didn't even know where they went. They just retreated back into the mines. This is why I say, did they go too far into the mines? Or what the heck was this? People thought that maybe it was a hoax because for a really long time after this, they didn't see anything. The only really strange thing about this is, fast forward to 2020, over 100 years later, and now we're getting sightings again. On top of that, I can think of a dozen other cryptids in folklore and narratives and other sightings that people have had over the years that sound very similar to this. But what do you think? What is your theory about the Van Meter visitor?